Hi and welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited because today, actually I'm excited, I'm a little sad because today is the last March Madness video and our topic is going to be you are your choices. And I thought this is very fitting to make for the last video. So I want to open up with a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, and she says, "I am who I am today because of the choices I made yesterday." This is so true for all of us. The choices that you make yesterday, or the choices that you made last week, last month, last year, last century, you get where I'm going with this. They are the ones that define who you are today. So if you weren't making good choices yesterday, well, you know how that works out, right? So let's jump right on in. So number one, you want to define your personal values. So one of the best ways to make a choice easier is to measure every choice against your personal values. Now the key is you got to know what your personal values are. And if you don't know what those are, then you got some work to do, okay? So if a choice doesn't align with your values, the result will likely cause you some kind of grief in the long run, or even short term. If one of your main values is integrity, and it should be everybody's, then making the choice to lie to your spouse will ultimately hurt you and your relationship, okay? Number two, create awareness. We do things and say things without giving it a moment's thought. But if you knew every choice you made could set you off on a trajectory towards success or failure, happiness or misery, confidence or remorse, wouldn't you take the time to consider your choices more carefully? I think we all would, right? Always remind yourself that your choice has a consequence, and we all should know that. And if you don't know that, guess what? You know it now. Your choices have consequences. Number three, see the outcome. Once you make a choice, give yourself the time to think about the possible outcome of your choice. If I choose to buy this car, knowing that it's beyond my means, I can pretty much count on dealing with the pain of debt or a much tighter budget as I spend the money. So see the outcome. And I use that example about the car because I know quite a few people that have purchased cars because, they want to feel like they have arrived, from what I don't know, but they want to feel like they've arrived. They purchase a home because it's in an exclusive neighborhood, but it's really outside of their budget. But they care more about what other people think. So they spend money that they really can't afford to spend. So you need to think about the outcome. Yes, you have the down payment to get this car or this house, but what happens when that first payment is due? The second payment, the 10th, the 20th, the 30th payment. You see what I'm saying? So think about the outcome. Number four, seek guidance and feedback. Carefully select 2 or 3 trusted friends or an advisor or a life coach, hint, hint, whose opinion and judgment you value. And the key word here is that you value. Then tell them about your choice, show them your list of pros and cons, and ask for their input about your decision. Number 5, make choice line up with your make your choice line up with your habits. There are some choices that you want to become habitual. By creating solid habits from your daily choices, you streamline the process so that your behavior doesn't require the same thought process or self-discipline over time. Those two things have to line up. Because if they don't line up, then they will constantly butt heads against one another. Number 6, last but certainly not least, see every day as a new opportunity. And I don't know about you all, but when I wake up in the morning, my prayer is always, Lord, thank you for allowing me to wake up to see a new day. Lord, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to get it right. Or thank you for allowing me the opportunity to see and do some new things. That is my prayer every morning as I start my prayer meditation. That's a whole nother video. But so it doesn't matter how many poor choices we made in the past, and it really doesn't. Today is a blank slate, and we all have the opportunity to start fresh. Even if we just fell off the wagon yesterday, which I'm guessing that some of you watching this video did fall off the wagon yesterday, right? Just hop back up and begin again. And I love this because guess what? Every day is a new day. So it doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It doesn't matter where you went yesterday. Today is a new day and you can start fresh. So I want to encourage you to do that. When you wake up, you say, okay, you know what, Michelle, today is a new day. What I did yesterday didn't work, and that was in the past. Because anything that you do yesterday is in the past. Anything that I just told you a minute ago is in the past. So you have an opportunity to start fresh, do something new. I'm a fan of writing a list of pros and cons. And so, write out what worked, write out what didn't work, and then use this new day to do something different. And I promise you, if you do that, you will be able to accomplish the goals that you've set for yourself. So let's do a quick recap, and I promise I will let you be. Number one, define your personal values. Now this one you may need to spend a little bit of time on, because some people truly don't know what their personal values are. They just go along with life, but you have to know what your personal values are. I have to know what my personal values are. Number two, create awareness. Number three, see the outcome. And this is so critical. Anytime I do something, I'm already looking ahead to the outcome. I'm looking down the road, and I can see this thing, just like an event that I have coming up in May, a Rewrite the Vision event. I'm already looking at the outcome. I see the room is full of people. I see the room is full of folks creating and rewriting their visions. And, well, rewriting for some, creating for others. And I just see it as being a successful event. Number four, seek guidance and feedback. I'm telling you something, this is key. Now, I'm one of these people, I'm pretty much a loner, and I like to stay to myself to the extent possible. But I have a small cluster of people that I can run my ideas by. But keep in mind that when I run my idea by you, I'm not looking for your approval. I'm letting you know that, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And I value your opinion, which is why I'm talking to you about it, to say, oh, Michelle, that is perfect. It should go along perfectly. Or, you know what, that's great, but you might want to think about doing this instead of that, or doing more of this instead of and less of that, or something to that extent. So I don't mind sharing that with people. Number five, make your choice line up with your habits. Again, the two of them have got to be like this, so they're working together, because if not, what you'll have is them doing this right here, and you don't want that. So they need to line up. And number six, last but certainly not least, see every day as a new opportunity. You woke up today. God saw fit to allow you to wake up today. It's a new opportunity. You have a clean slate, regardless of what you did yesterday. Now, may not always see it that way, but we see it that way, and that's all that matters. So those have been your 6 tips on how you are your choices, and why it is so important to make the right choice every time. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. I see you out there supporting me, and I truly love it, and I thank you for it. If you just happen to stumble upon this video, please be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell, because I don't want you to miss anything. And like I said, this is the last video in the March Madness series. And, I really had a good time doing these videos for you guys. And so, like I said, this is going to be an annual thing. Not the topics, of course, but it'll be an annual thing where I'm going to do March Madness and bring topics for you. So just in case you missed the other videos, I'm going to link them in the description box. But the first video we did was it's called Get Out of Your Own Way. The second video was What Do You Fear? The third video, last week's video, was Let Go. And of course, today we talked about You Are Your Choices. So thank you so much for hanging in there with me as we go through March Madness together. And I look forward to doing this again next year. And I think that's all I have. So until our next video, understand you are your choices, people. So I need you to make good choices. Think about the things that you're doing. Think about the outcome of those things, so that way you'll always make the right choice. Until our next video, take care. I love you guys to the moon and back, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.